to another episode of CMMC Level by Secure Operating Solutions. My name is Alex Omeke of Secure Operating Solutions. I am a lead CMMC CCA, as well as a Google Workspace certified administrator. And Secure Operating Solutions, we are a C3PL candidate at the time. So I know a little something about this. So let's talk about DLP when it comes to Google Workspace, and kind of a easy trick to not make it overcomplicated. Okay, first of all, we'll get into security, get into under access and data control, data protection. Now you can use classifications, labels, label manager, everything like that to fully automate it, and that's excellent. But we're just talking about the easy, dirty way. So I like to use word lists to just get us started. So the word lists are actually under managed detectors. So I'm gonna show you a pre-built one I have. Just to create one, you can just, word list. So let's say you create one, this is what it would look like. Okay, just a list of words. I like to use the little quotes on the side in case you have 3-letter words like SOW. So let's say this word was like SOWER or something like that. It would pick it up, but put the quotes, it'll kind of lock it in there. So we have stuff like FAR, unclassified, PWS, contract words, because this is FCI that we're focusing on. And of course, on the other page, you got FCI, CUI, contract number, stuff like that. That would kind of get you contract information. Who knows, you can chat GPT other words that may apply to FCI or CUI. Just know that you put your word list here, bottom line. Right, now that we have that, let's go back to actually how we get protected from being leaked out. Okay, we're going to our manage rules. And just so you know, by default, there's a lot of rules that you can just use. Let's see, and they're called predefined. I believe they're, you can find from a template. This is another way of doing it. You have stuff like PII, US, different countries in Europe. You got to protect, HIPAA and stuff like that. You got all these types of things. Bottom line, just to show you. So, and they're all here, but I created this one here to work with that word list, and we put it in this OU. But let's go ahead and edit it so you can see how it's built pretty much. The first thing you want to do is just name it, and give it a description, right? So just pretend we're building it. This is pretty much how it's going to look anyway. Then you could choose either your entire organization, or you can choose a specific OU. I've added our test OU in here, and you can even exclude. This is where it gets real cool. If you may exclude your administrators or managers, or however you want to do it. Again, I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just showing you one way of doing it, depending on how your organization is set up. So you choose the OU of who this is going to affect. Now, what's cool now is you can have all these 3 at one time. I believe back in the day, you had to do like one at a time chat. Then you had to go back Gmail. I believe that's how it used to work. But you can do all 3 of these main pieces that leak out information. Then now also you have the OCR, which is scans for these words. So you want to make sure you have that. Okay. So images, words, everything like that. So anything from these apps dealing with those sensitive word lists should be blocked, or however we set it up, which is I'm gonna show you right now. Actually, before that, this is where you put the word list in under your conditions. So you can say all content under word list, right? That's one I have. Let me show you the other options. You can say content contains text strings, where you can write the word right here on the spot. That's one option. Block it. If you put like, FCI right here, you can just do that, but you have to build out your whole list. Again, it's only like one at a time. You got predefined, which is kind of what I was talking about earlier, where it has all this stuff already built for you, like social security numbers, credentials, secrets, hashes. This is make sure you take advantage of this one too, if you're going to be using it. You also have, what's next? Regular expressions. You can put that in there if you know how to do regular expressions. which is pretty cool. Let's see what's next, and the word list, which is what we're using. So we already know that. We have our word list, sensitive words. That's what we created. Continue. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. This is where the meat comes from, right? Let's say we're working with chat. You can do warn users, you can block, or just audit, kind of just see what they're doing. We're doing block. If for zero trust, you can do either external or external and internal. Don't, depending on, again, how your OUs and groups are structured. My environment is everybody's pretty much locked. And the only people we talk to externally are only people on our whitelist anyway. So we wanted to kind of talk to them in a way. So I left internal to where it just flows through internally. So external is what we're focusing on. You can have a custom message to say like, hey, get out of there, or what are you doing? But I did this for testing purposes so I can know it's working. But definitely, you may want to put a message in there. Okay. Gmail, same thing. If anything on that list, we're blocking it. Here are the options. You got quarantine, audit, block classification labels. Add a footer to the message is pretty cool too, automation. So, but we choose just straight up block it. Another message we can put in there, right? Google Drive. The only way we share sensitive information is through Google Drive. So we're not really locking down in, like I said, in my environment for this particular OU. But the options, block, warn, disable, print. So I just did disable, print, download. And then I did if you're a commenter or viewer, because we already have a rule here where if you're not like really a contributor, you don't need to download or print anything. So we have that. Remember this setting as we proceed. And last but not least, we have our alerting set up. When we turn it to high, alert center, and it will hit any super admin if somebody violates these things. Okay, so since it's already created, don't really have to hit continue. So the rules there you go, shows it. So let's play around with it. Let's start off with chat first. So well, first of all, let me let you know this user BB is inside that OU. Just to make sure you can see nothing under the covers here. It's in the test OU. All right, so let's go to chat. Now I should be able to chat sensitive information with internal only, as you saw. So let's say a new chat. Let's go with your CC at CMC level, BB to CC, right? Okay, let's start the chat. I should be able to say SCI. No problem. CUI. No problem, right? Because it's internal. Now let's say I want to talk to Alex. Now, Alex is in the trusted company list. So I already set up, I did this earlier, but let me go ahead and do a fresh one real time. Let's say CUI. Bam. Can be sent. Here's my message. This could easily say, whatever you want to say, you're fired. No, just playing. Okay, dismiss that. Let's say SCI. Same thing. And let's say you just want to get information on contract real quick. Same thing. Can't even do it. Okay, so now we know that the chat is on point. Let's try another one. Let's go into email. Let's say I want to email CC again. Talk about a contract that we're working on. Just to let them know, like, hey, contract's in the drive or something. So contract number, yada yada. We'll hit send. Goes through. No problem. It went. Right? Now, Alex. We'll send him contract. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me try something. Let's go into sent and see if we can forward it to him. Somebody really being sneaky, right? contract number forwarded. Let's see what happens. This is what you call insider threat, real time. Bam, here we go. Blocked. Here's my message. You can say, hey, you know, send in the papers, send in your papers, get your box ready. Okay, so we know we know the email works. Now, last but not least, is Drive. Let's say we create a new drive. I mean, not a new drive, a new document or whatnot. It has contract information on it. Again, this could say anything in that word list, but I like to use contract information because, you know, we're talking about FCI here. So let's say contract number 989898. Yes. All right. So that's the information in there. Go ahead and give it a name. Okay. So we see this in here. Now, if we share this information with CC, commenter, editor, doesn't matter. Share it. Okay. You know that's good. Access updated, everything like that. All right. Editor. Now let's say where we really need to see is this one here. This is a trusted name in our domain list, but instead of editor, get a viewer. Okay. Get that message, which is great, which we didn't get last time, right? Because this is external. So we share it. And let me go to my other screen and pull it up. A second. Here it comes. Now this is Alex, right? Message from BB, as you see. Now, let's say I want to download it. It's not going to happen. Let's say I want to, you know, make a copy. Now, everything's grayed out. You can't do anything with it, pretty much, just like how we did. But if I change that to, let's see, where is it? Drive. If I go back from BB, change this to editor, because we're collaborating and this is my trusted person only. In my situation, you know, most likely you want to just block everything. But again, this is just how we're setting it up. Let's see if I can refresh it. Right. Now I have options. Okay, I can download it. I can make a copy. I can do whatever I need to do in this environment. Okay, so now we know it works. What happens when it's violated? All right. We have an email from the admin. See, admin got the email saying, oh, a rule was triggered. All right, let's see what's going on. Just off top, the good thing about Google, it kind of shows you everything without even going into it. The rule, when, the level, what action did it, and then we can just straight up go into it. Right. Right, we're in. So, see the recipient, who triggered it, summary, right, the word list, what happened, actions, And what's cool is also you get related alerts for triage for real. You go down here, you put your comment. You can open up, you can investigate it. You can assign it to somebody like your admin. You can say if it's started or in progress or closed out. So full on help desk level straight from inside the case management of Google Workspace. Excellent tool. And there you have it, guys. Let me go back into just kind of pause right here. So again, make sure you check out our CMMC Level 1 solution at cmmc-level.com. Very affordable. Everything's already done for you where we target OUs if you already have Google Workspace license. But if not, we like to just set up a new, just a new enclave for you to get you right, get you going. And yeah, that's it. Look forward to the next one, and you guys have a good one.